It's the 32 days of Lingus, continuing on. We're that close, folks. It's almost time for Mania 32. We're inching closer and closer, but first, it's time for Wrestlemania 27. What happened, Fausti?
WrestleMania 27, April 3rd, 2011, from the Georgia Dome in Atlanta, Georgia, in front of 71,616. And this WrestleMania was billed as the biggest WrestleMania ever.
Yeah, exactly. And there's something that I'll get to in a little bit about what was said during this. The Rock is the host.
Oh, yeah, let's not forget he's the big host.
Yeah, don't hurt yourself. Hosting. I love this bullshit title of host.
Yeah, he's on the poster with his microphone. And
pointing at you.
Yeah.
I'm hosting.
Go away.
I'm in Hollywood here, folks. Look at my sunglasses. Can't you tell? I'm famous. Who the hell is Carrie Hilston?
Some broad.
Who sang the national anthem for WrestleMania here?
Is she the other Destiny's Child? I don't know.
No, the one did the Freddie and Jason movie, and then I don't know what the other one, what she does, but we had the worst opening in WrestleMania history, as in like openings for the spectacle and everything. This one was like a late night host announcing who was on the show, and it was all sucking off the Rock,
of course,
because then Rock comes out to the ring and has to rub his arms, and he's got the douche chills while he's out there. And
point and look at it. Look at the hairs that I shaved off.
Exactly. Look at the chicken skin. They're trying to poke through, but I've shaved completely.
You would think he was the biggest star of the company, and he's not even wrestling.
He once said a freshly shaven scrotum was breathtaking.
Thank you, Dr. Evil.
Thank you. The Rock promised this Mania would be the most memorable of all time. This is what he says in the ring. He lied. He lied to
liar. Can't believe anything this guy says.
Fucking liar.
Yeah, it's not like Bret Hart, where Bret Hart before, like if he was going into a match, if he knew he was going to win, he would say he was going to win. But if he knew ahead of time he was going to lose,
I don't say nothing.
Yeah,
at least he's retired. Otherwise, we would know every time. Go, ooh, he never said nothing. He could lose. Rock needs a drink of water halfway through his promo. Fucking winded and shit. He asks the cameraman to give him some water. And he reaches for it like he's out of the picture. Hold on while the Rock drinks some water. Holy God. You can't get through that 5 minutes. You could get sweating profusely like he's got fucking diabetes.
It's hot in the Georgia Dome.
Oh, fuck. So now we get a real open for everything. And then Bad Guy Cole, right off the bat. We got Cole, Josh Matthews, and the King who are hosting here. And Cole is in the coal mine, if you remember.
God, I hated this so much.
He was in his little fortress of solitude, hidden away from old Jerry.
Yes, you could touch him.
Where there was holes in it, though.
So he could breathe.
Yes. Never mind, the top was right over. It's so someone could hand him a water.
So stupid.
We got Edge defending the WCW title against Del Rio with Brodus Clay.
Yeah.
That was his heavy in his corner. This was all, Christian was in the corner of Edge as well.
Right.
And this was Edge's last match.
He'd retire a week later.
We did not know about that. It wasn't the next night?
It was a week later.
Otherwise,
you think Edge should have lost?
Well, if they knew?
Yeah.
Which they, I guess, didn't they say they knew or no?
They knew he might
hurt.
have. Yeah. And then I guess that week they had more tests and they're like, well, you got to retire.
Lucky for him, he go, I didn't do the honors.
Yeah.
And didn't finish it off.
Because it was like Del Rio had won the Royal Rumble, so that's how he got his title shot, and then he loses.
Well,
and then they vacated the title, and he lost.
They killed the Rolls Royce after this. I always wonder about that. I'm like, does Vince buy this, or do they put a fake one together, or are they using someone else's and say, I'll pay for the damages?
Yeah. I don't know.
to have it fixed up because
the only one we know for sure was that Corvette he bought. I mean, it was an older Corvette, but still, just to spend like $30,000 or whatever they did on to pour cement on it
and put that WWE 1 or WWF 1 license plate on the back.
All of a sudden, Vince was a Corvette collector.
Yeah, wasn't he? He was a Corvette guy. A small dick. That's what.
I was gonna say, do you ever see anybody like under the age of 50 driving a Corvette?
No, you really don't. It's a midlife crisis car. That's what it is. I mean, I've seen there's Corvette clubs.
Oh, yeah.
Can you get any more loserish than this? Deformed Cody.
Oh, yeah.
Where it goes, whoa!
And it gets dark.
And it's showing newspaper clips. Deformed. Fucking,
he's a
he
freak.
wears a Bill Lambier mask. I'm like the same. Oh my God, look at him. He's hideous. It's a guy with a crew cut. Talking about.
Because Cody was doing the whole dashing gimmick. Remember, he was doing his lessons on how to be dashing.
Yeah, I love it. I've got myself some lip gloss because he told me. He showed me how to you properly shave your legs, everything.
And then fucking old Ray had to go and do the 6'9" and
with those
giant knee braces.
Yeah,
deformed his face.
He comes out as Captain of Mexico because he's all dressed up like Captain America, but with a big M on his forehead from Mexican. We get old Cody using his knees, those knee braces, to try to deform Mysterio. Teach him a lesson. Snoop Dogg and Teddy in the back with a talent show. Do you recall this?
I don't.
The only good part was like they make someone get up on stage and they have to do a talent. And Regal gets up there doing a rap. Fantastic.
Regal's always great.
Yes. Regal's very good because he does he's from Blackpool bullshit. Kali and Beth singing the whole Grease soundtrack.
Oh, Jesus.
Summer Lovin', they were up there together singing. And I'm staring at Beth and going, Edge ends up with this. This is the one.
Come on.
That Edge end up with.
Yep.
I thought I was going to see her in the Batman Superman movie, but it wasn't Beth. What? She was Wonder Woman. Yeah. Actually, she's Batman. Ryder's up there singing. Get the fuck off of my television. You shouldn't have any dots on the TV when he's there. Never mind. Roddy Piper's up there. Masters and Yoshi do a little bit. Hornswoggle and the Bellas, and it's Hornswoggle can't talk. He can't talk. Soon as they leave, he gets a microphone and starts rapping.
Yeah.
Oof.
I remember.
And this is Bellas with no tits.
Yeah, this is still pre-titty. This is before they left.
I'm like, wow, she was really, really small-titted. Really small-titted. And they blew those fuckers up good. God bless you, John, pounding away watching those fuckers flip and flop.
Nice and firm.
Oh, yeah, they weren't even moving. Just like the skin of the nipples were moving around because the rest is like a fucking rock. The Core. Who was in the Core?
Oh, Jesus, the Core was such garbage. That was what? Barrett? What's his name?
Well, Barrett was IC champion, of course, because you can't defend that title at WrestleMania.
The black guy, the South African guy, and Slater.
Wow, look at you. Shit.
It was like
Zeke, Slater, Gabriel, and Barrett. There was no leader. Remember they said that? But Barrett invented it.
It was like, well, we want to kind of keep some of these Nexus guys together. We'll just throw Zeke in there, and we'll call him the Core with
and everyone had a belt except for Zeke. Going against Big Show, Kane, and Santino. And because Kozlov got taken out before this, so Kofi joined in. Fuck it. Just get someone else. This is a 2-minute match. Don't hurt yourselves. Rocking back with Eve Torres trying to bone. Hey, Eve, you're looking pretty good there. Oh, hi, Rock. I'm like, Eve did look goddamn good.
She was to me.
Like your song start singing it. He says, I'm going to make an electrifying moment with whoever comes through the curtain next. Do you remember who came through the curtain?
You already meant, is it May?
Yeah, of course. It's always May.
I was like,
I'm the great Mae Young, she says.
And Hornswoggle was already on, so it had to be May.
She's trying to bone the Rock the whole time, smack him in the ass. She
take her teeth out?
She goes, I want to see the people strudel. And Rock has to repeat everything she says.
Because they can't put subtitles.
Yeah, they're like, what you say, man? You want to see the people strudel? I'm the great man Young. You gonna make fun of me. Oh, fuck. That's right. Fucking sitting there smiling. I don't know if she knew what the fuck was going on half the time,
Probably
but God
not.
bless her. I love her fucking Mae Young.
God bless her.
Austin shows up. They stare at each other.
Hey, Austin's on Mania again?
Yeah. You know what, though? I believe we finally saw a Mania he wasn't at. We get to that later. As long as you and I breathe the same air, you won't be champion again. This is what Punk says to Orton. Well, I guess we all stop breathing. The day Orton didn't champ again. Punk was Mr. Nexus.
Yeah,
remember this? Leader of Nexus. And it was a storyline from 3 years ago or something where he got kicked in the head and wasn't able to defend a title or something like this, where he was champion. And Orton kicked him in the head when he was punted. Bad guy and Punk was bad guy. Now it flipped right. He's like, I've been waiting to get you. So he got to him. And Orton wins this, but anyway.
Yeah, whatever.
Who cares? Now, rocking back, embarrassing himself with Pee Wee Herman.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, Jesus. Pee Wee's a Cena fan, and he says, do you want to be a boy or do you want to be on Team Rock, Team Bring It, and, be a Rock fan? I want to be a Rock fan. I said, that's not our producer in there. That's Pee Wee Herman.
That's not Freddie live for.
Hey, I'm a Rock fan. No, it's Pee Wee, and it's just bad.
Can you imagine Pee Wee Herman still does that gimmick all these years later?
He looks the same.
Just very aged. He does look older.
You think so? He'd look a little hagged out? I mean, I know he's spray painting his head.
Yes, he is spray painting his head.
You can see through it.
He's got a new movie on Netflix.
That's what I hear. What is that?
It's like his Pee Wee's Holiday Adventure or some bullshit.
I'm going to have to watch. Maybe that'll be my Saturday night. Oh, okay. Now it's Hall of Fame time. Thank you. Abdullah the Butcher, Sunny, and she looked fucking good when she came out there. I said, whoa, how come you didn't do this porno deal then?
She knew she was going to be in public, so she got in shape.
Yeah, well, she was on film and she didn't get in shape. It's worse than public.
That's the problem. The money came too fast. It was like, yeah, she didn't have
I got no time to do a sit-up here. Like, give me that Snicker bar. LOD, a skinny Drew Carey who is fucking gaunt.
How weird does he look?
Yeah, very
skinny. I was like, who is this guy?
Bullet Bob, because his hair is longer as well.
Yeah, that's what makes it weird too.
Bullet Bob, Hacksaw, and HBK, which is weird because you almost think HBK would have some pull to be like, I don't want to be in when Sonny goes in. I don't want to be in that class. Sonny fucking sit there and talk shit. Who needs it? Austin is the ref for Cole versus the King.
Do we have to talk about
Pardon me, let me go get my gun. Kill myself.
Cole with
the best part about this,
shitty tattoos.
No, it's prison tattoos. The best part of this is they bring JR back to commentate the rest of the night.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Was this his last Mania?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Comes out just for like a matches at this point afterwards. It's the only reason I watch this match now on the rewinds here is because we had JR. I go, fucking all right. Now we got JR to call something. He's out there with Joey Matthews, who in later in years would tweet him, just go away, anyone over 60 years old, and get in trouble because he said UFC lost that night to the NFL. And all hell broke loose on Twitter. I went and reviewed this just for that. Jerry Lawler wins, and the computer, the Raw GM, reverses the decision.
I hate that fucking thing.
Oh, how bad was that, dude?
Terrible.
And they brought that back? Because he wouldn't let go of the hold?
Right. So
I laughed.
They overturned it.
It's funny because you see him put him in an ankle lock, and he taps immediately.
Yeah, Cole had swagger in his corner.
He taps like immediately. And he's tapping like crazy, and Austin jumps down and he goes, do you quit? And he's tapping, screaming yes, and he goes, do you quit? And he lets him sit there for an hour doing it.
What a rib.
It's so great. And he's like, okay, ring the bell. No holds barred, Taker versus Trips. Fantastic.
Fucking brawl.
spine buster through the table. And when this happens, take a look, because Taker grabs Triple H's hand and give him the office.
You okay?
He did. He gave Triple H the office to let him know. Taker gives a shitty Hell's Gate to finish. Remember, he didn't get it right?
Yeah.
He couldn't get the leg through his arm through the legs.
He was tired.
And he's like, fuck, he's got to do it quickly. He goes, just grab your arm. Fuck you. Tap out. And it was he grabs that sledgehammer to fucking kill him.
Yeah.
And then drops it. Yeah.
But then Taker was stretchered out, remember?
Yes.
Taker, that was the whole thing. Triple H lost, but
walked out.
He walked out.
I was like, that was very bizarre.
Yeah. Well, it set up next year.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that tomorrow.
Lay Cool and Dolph Ziggler versus Morrison, Trish,
and
Snooki. The juicy Snooki. Because when she does her little backflips, you see that belly. And I'm like, belly ring with that fucking gut.
Funny.
I'm going to go get a belly ring tomorrow, Faust.
She got kids, and she's thinner now than she was
then.
She's
in way great shape now. And this was the heat between Morrison and Trish, right? Yeah. I was watching for the no handshake, high five thing.
Cold shoulder. Morrison no sell because he thought that
took it away from Melina.
Melina should have been in that match, but Trish, remember, was already retired. She came out of retirement
to get her money.
And remember, Trish was brunette here too, because they had the brunette mafia.
Yeah, hey, look at you. I was like, on the back of her jacket or her shirt says Brunette Mafia. I said, well, she ain't in the Lingus. What is this? We get the final. We get a no DQ match between Miz and Cena.
Wait, who's the champ?
The Miz. So and you know what? You watched the package in the beginning.
That's so good.
It's very
fucking
Nas
good and everything.
Yes,
so good.
Is that who it is as Nas?
So.
Okay.
You can hate me now.
Oh, is that who that is? Because I said they play Stink Pink Ink's music.
That's right.
And they actually could play it. They play that music.
They bought the rights. They can still, when he's sitting there in front of the video boards, and they're showing him on MTV
highlights
and all that bullshit. And even like remember he was the host of.
Yeah, he was host of SmackDown.
And his catchphrase was "Hoorah!"
Hoorah! Yeah, he was a Marine. all of a sudden, I don't know. The champ comes out first.
Yeah, because it's the Miz.
He the Miz. He come out. We get a Nignog National Choir for Cena. And they sing, your time is up, a time is not, a time is up, a time is not.
Are they shucking and jiving?
Time is up, a time is not. And they fucking American males came out and clapping. And they play DMX talking about Cena.
Yeah.
All I want to hear is where my niggas.
Whoa.
They didn't play that part, though. I was like, I know this song. Miz gets knocked out halfway through, doesn't remember his only Mania match.
Doesn't remember the rest, and most of us are trying to forget it.
I started trying to bang my head while I watch it so I could forget too, and I go, God damn,
Miz wish you could remember it, and we're trying to forget. Poor Miz. I still like Miz. Main event, no. Well, at the time, it was believable.
Yes, it very was believable, and it was like the way they pushed him and how he won all the time. I'm like, I was watching it, I go, I could see the Miz doing this again. It was very good. It was very entertaining. You hated him.
Yep.
But that's the problem. When you make someone lose that much,
yeah,
you go, there is not a chance. How was this ever possible that he won anything?
Who knew when him and Morrison were together? Remember they used to joke, oh, I'm Marty.
Yeah.
Or you're Marty, I'm Jannetty.
They both both turned into Marty, and then the other one turned into Jannetty. There's a count out for this whole thing.
Whoops.
I said, oh, we continue a tradition. They know. Rock says, no way. I told you this match continue. Rock interferes. And out of the blue, nothing like this for no reason. And we have, he knocks out Cena. And Miz pins Cena. Oh, it's so great. Watch Miz's face. He's on Dream Street. The whole time he's like,
he has no idea what's going on.
Fucking foggy. And so and then Rock comes back to beat the shit out of Miz.
Right.
And you see Miz staring at him. And I'm like, oh, all I see, he's punching Miz in the head.
Oh,
and I'm like,
man.
Oh, fuck you. I go, watch out. He's going to strangle his future wife and kids. You're going to give this guy a fucking goofy concussion here.
Oh man, you remember what was like one of the starts to Mrs. Push too?
Huh?
Do you remember when he lost like he had to retire or he go away or whatever, and then he came back as what was it, Canadian Kid or something?
Yes, that was great, and it was for a WWE contract, versus Eugene.
That's what it was, and he was wearing regular tights because he used to wear those big baggy shorts.
He was wearing trunks.
Yeah, he was wearing trunks. He used to wear the baggy shorts, and Vince
jerked off to his legs.
Hey there, pal, you got some nice legs.
Ow! Yeah, Vince in the background.
So ever since then,
hey kid.
Ever since then, Miz is wearing the tighties.
Ever since then, I'm like, oh, fucking guy's beating off to fucking Miz. So, what do you have for our finals on Mania 27?
The only two that are no longer with us that appeared on the show were Mae Young and Roddy Piper. And I also want to point out there was a dark match.
Mm-hmm.
The U.S. champion, Sheamus, defended the U.S. title against Daniel Bryan.
Wow.
This went to a no contest. It was a lumberjack match, and it was a no contest.
How is it a no contest?
Bunch of bullshit ensued, so Teddy Long came out and said, hey, playa, let's turn this into a battle royal.
Oh my God. Let's turn your title match into a battle royal.
So it wasn't for the title, but the Great Khali eliminated Sheamus to win the pre-show battle royal.
You imagine.
And here's another note. This is the first and only WrestleMania to not have a title change hands.
Oh, how about that?
Yes.
Well, glad you spent your money on that one, folks.
Yep.
Well, that's it for this week, or today.
Today.
Jesus Christ, I wish. I'm fucking worn out, everybody. I'm worn out. Is this 32 days almost over yet?
A few more days.
You could check us out online at lingusmafia.com, I guess. If whatever.
You should give us a follow on Twitter at Real Wrestlingus.
We do a show every Tuesday.
2 hours of nonsense.
And you know what? We forgot the most important point of this show.
What was
on
that?
Today's show. I'm Kev Manning.
And I'm Fausty Walnuts.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Goodbye.